There have been so many videos on YouTube ranking items from S to F, so I figured why don't we rank some condo floor plans S to F? I asked someone on my team to gather 10 random one-bedroom condo floor plans. Let's go through all 10 of them, and we are going to rank each one S to F. And I'll give you my personal opinion on which ones I think are the best, which ones I think are not so good, and we will go through all 10 on that list. And if you have any comments on the rankings, drop them down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe for more of these videos. I will most likely do a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom version of this as well. First one up, and by the way, there is no criteria here. I just said, give me 10 random 1-bedroom condo layouts. We're gonna talk about a couple different things as we go through, but overall, let's start here. So this is the entryway door here, and you basically walk in, you have washer dryer on the left, bathroom on the right. This is the mechanical, and this would be your entryway closet. Kitchen here on the left, and living, dining, and then bedroom. There's a couple things if we point out on this particular floor plan. First off, you do have a sliding door on the bedroom. I'm finding people right now are generally having a little more preference to actual doors. I do really like how the bedroom is on the outside of the unit here, so the windows are most likely floor to ceiling just based on this drawing, and this would be an entrance to the balcony. I did also ask that all the measurements were deleted and any kind of items that maybe would show what exactly building this is was all removed as well. I don't know what building any of these floor plans would be from. So overall, you walk in here, your kitchen's right here. There's no island. I would like to see an island in something like this. The other element too for condo living is generally people will eat either at the island or at their couch. That's what I find the most. I find in 1-bedroom condos, most people, the feedback is that they generally don't eat at a dining table. Now you could drop a comment if that's different for you. One of the questions we will always ask for all floor plans is where do you put the TV and where do you put the couch? So here I like how there's a pretty dedicated wall here for a TV and a dedicated wall for the couch. Now I will say if you were to put an L couch here, it most likely would take up some of this door if this is kind of how that's set up. So you're probably looking at more of a sofa style here with the TV here and ideally a movable island right here. Ranking number 1, I would put this as a C. And the reason I would go C on this one is I'd like to see a closet here at the entryway. I don't care as much that you're walking into kind of a kitchen. I think there is some functionality to that sometimes, but not having a closet here and then washer dryer over here. I'd like to see these flip so at least you have somewhere to put your stuff right away. The other element of this layout is there's nowhere really to put any jackets or anything. So I do find that would be a little bit limited. So we'll start this one off with a C because I do like how there's a dedicated living area here. I wouldn't call it necessarily a dining area, but I like how there's a space for a TV and there is some functionality in space. Okay, next one on the list. So you walk in here, bathroom on the left, washer dryer in the bathroom. I actually like that. I don't mind that because then it gives it a little separation from the space. Entryway closet is here on the left. Now your kitchen is right here on the right. So you do walk in, kind of have that kitchen on the right. Not a ton of space for shoes or anything here, but it's okay if the closet is right here. These bathrooms in general, a typical bath is about 5 feet wide. So if this is about a 5-foot distance, not too bad to get into that closet. Now there's no island on this one. This looks to be a table on the mock-up. I do like how this is a very, very long wall. I'd give this super good bonus points. It does have that slider as we were just talking about, but I don't mind it as much if we do have a big long wall. This is great for TV space and tons of space here for a couch. So I really like this setup. In fact, this looks to be like a 3-seater couch with 2 chairs here. You maybe could even get away with a little bit of a small desk here. Slided door out to a balcony, and then over here, nice large, well, it looks to be large bedroom with, again, on the other side of the space, the bathroom. Now I will say one thing that people might not love about this layout is that if you want to go from the bedroom to the bathroom, you do have to walk all the way across the space here. So that, what I would say, would maybe be a bit of a negative, but overall, this is a really functional condo layout. And we did, again, take out the sizing. So I don't know, like if this is a 500 square foot condo or a 400 square foot condo or even a 600 square foot condo. But I do really like how the living space, and that's where you do spend most of your time in these properties, of course, is quite big. But again, having that big long wall for the TV and a nice space for a couch, I think is super functional for this space. It's definitely not an S layout by any means, but certainly on the high side, I would give this a solid A. I think this is a really good floor plan. Again, if the bathroom was a little bit closer to the bedroom door, that would be pretty good. But overall, I do like this wall space. So pretty solid. And this is the mechanical here as well, this big X here. Okay, next one up. Now, I always love a solid loft space. So this is a 2-level, 1-bedroom condo layout. And just to let you guys know on the channel, this is one of my favorite floor plans, but we're going non-biased here. So it's got to be, how does the floor plan work? How functional is it? So you walk in here. This is I believe it's a washer dryer. I'm not too sure. And there's a powder room here. So this is actually a 2-bathroom properties. And you do see this pretty commonly on these 2-level layouts. Is generally you have a powder room on the main level, bathroom, full bathroom up top. So you come in here. This may be a closet. If this is a closet, this is great. If this is the closet here, also great. So you walk in, you have the kitchen on the left, bathroom on the right. No island here, but you could easily get one for right here. And big size living room. So that's one of the things with these loft spaces. If it's, for example, like a typical size for these would be 600 to maybe 800 square feet, for example. So you're looking at pretty much like 300 square feet above 300 square feet type of thing. And this is where, or I guess if this is open to below, you're looking at around probably like maybe 400 square feet on the main level and 200, 250, 300 on the upper level type of thing. One of the knocks against this layout is it might be a little bit tough to put a TV on the stair side, which is okay because I would probably put the couch somewhere in here and use this big long wall for a TV. And that would still give you plenty of space to walk around here and everything would feel very open. One of the things here when this is open to below, generally you have pretty high ceilings in a place like this. Like typically you see on a typical condo, usually 8 or 9 foot ceilings, something like this, maybe 16-foot ceilings on this space to maybe 19 or 20 feet tall because it is all open. So you get the tall windows as well. Balcony on the main level. This is great. And then you go up to the upper level here and full bathroom here and closet. Generally, these bedrooms are quite spacious because you are looking at a pretty good amount of space. So for this layout, I said I wouldn't be biased, but in my opinion, this is an A layout. Could be an S, where I would say some people don't love this layout is that the bedroom is open to below. So there's no wall here blocking off the bedroom. It's just a big open loft space. So you do basically see in and out of the bedroom right out to the windows. So if you have one of these layouts and you're right next to another condo building, for example, you really need good blinds there, floor to ceiling blinds for sure, because there are no doors or anything on the bedrooms. But overall, if it wasn't for that, I'd probably put this in S, but because of that, I would put it as a very, very strong A or an A+. All right, number 3, what do we have here? This is an interesting layout for sure. You walk in, this is the mechanical right away. So I guess the door goes this way. Closet here, do love that, of course, get a closet there. Now you're into the kitchen. This would be the fridge. And I'm not too sure what space like this would be. So washer dryer here. In any condos, I don't really love these little nook spaces. I find they don't serve much of a purpose because you would have to go to maybe like an IKEA and find the most tightest storage unit that you could possibly find to fit here. And they never really fit that well, especially if this is on an angle. Now this says living, and I guess that would be a TV. So I guess you could put a single couch here, and that's what the picture is showing, and basically right at the kitchen here. So if you had your couch here, I guess, TV on this wall, I'm not sure how big this wall is, so that could be a big factor here. These look to be Juliet windows, and then you walk back here. This is a triangle shower, I guess. So if you're in the shower, the door would be here, sink here, and then bedroom at the back. Bedroom looks to be decent size. Random nooks here. They could have maybe gone wall to wall for the closet there to give a little more space. Otherwise, like the bed is not really going to be able to fit there. This is an interesting layout to me. I would put this as an F. I do feel that this type of layout is not super functional. And if you had a couch that was half decent size, it would basically go from this corner of the counter to pretty much the closet, and you wouldn't be able to walk through. So I do feel that these layouts are not the most functional for 1-bedroom condos. And again, this is just my opinion, and I have no idea what building this is or anything like that. I'm just giving my opinion based on the floor plan here. So this is an F, unfortunately. Number 4, walk in, entryway, closet. Love that. Now your kitchen is here. So I guess this is kind of like a galley kitchen, which is interesting. But as we mentioned, love having living dining space. And I do love big long walls where you can actually put stuff. Over here, mechanical, that's fine. Washer dryer here. Bathroom here on the right. It's a full bath. And then bedroom has a nice door and smaller window here on the bedroom. Would have loved to see wall-to-wall windows on this one, but of course that's condo building dependent. I do love how it's a dedicated bedroom on the outside with a nice big living space. I feel for most people, they may find this a bit tight, but in these spaces, you may have enough room here for a table, which is great if you want to use a table. But as mentioned, most people probably would sit on their couch to eat or an island, and there's definitely no space for an island. I do feel that with this kitchen, you will get a little bit limited counter space. You can obviously put some stuff above the dishwasher on the counter piece here, and then you have your oven, your sink, and then there's another little ledge here. So that's pretty tight when it comes to counter space. You put one coffee maker, it'll take up most of this. But maybe you could put an island type of thing here to extend the counter a little bit right off of where this is at. So it might not be the biggest deal breaker for most, but walking into feeling this kitchen here may not feel super spacious of the space. For this layout, I would also rank this as a C. I do love the living and bedroom setup. Just like to see a little bit bigger of a kitchen space here. Another element, we're not really ranking balconies, but Juliet balcony I find is a hit and miss for both. However, if this unit ended right over here to get a little balcony space, I do feel most people would prefer more indoor living space, especially when it's minus 15 in the city of Toronto. This is a cool layout. Okay, what do we have here? One of the things that we always look at is angles. And sometimes when you have too many angles in a condo, it could make things challenging when it comes to putting furniture in. So we walk in here. I love this foyer. This is great. So you come in, you have a closet, washer, dryer. You can easily put your shoes here. People come over, they have a place to drop their jackets. This is fantastic. On the foyer, bathroom here. That's a full bath, of course. Now, what's interesting is on this layout, it says living, dining, kitchen. You have your kitchen going all the way here to the windows. Now, one of the things, as we just mentioned, is this layout does not have any walls. So if you are looking to put a TV somewhere in here, it would either have to be right here by the HVAC, which is okay, but then your couch is going to be somewhere in this direction, I guess. Or you could put the TV here with your couch kind of here. So when we look at these kind of layouts, figuring out where to put that couch and TV definitely comes into play here. On the kitchen perspective, like if this is all kitchen, this is fantastic. You have a nice island here, I think would go a long way. The reason I like islands is because for these one bedroom condos, you can either just pull up a bar stool and sit there and eat at the island, which is great. I will say I find this layout a little bit challenging when it comes to where to put a couch and a TV. Walking into the bedroom, now these bedrooms on an angle as well with this HVAC sticking out this way. If you have a bed going here, your bed will probably go right to the HVAC. Just guessing based on, I've been in so many condos and I know how these typically look and feel. So my best guess, if this is a typical 6-foot closet and a queen bed's about give or take 6 feet with, of course, linens on there, you're looking right at a bed that goes right to the edge here of the HVAC. Now you could put the bed against the window, I guess, but overall, this is a bit on an angle and living space kind of awkward. I would rank this as a D. I find that living space is a big challenge. Love the foyer, love all this aspect of it, but once we get into this living space, I think the bedroom most people could live with. So yeah, overall, this one's a D. Love the balcony, the wraparound balcony, that's great, but again, I would rather see this stretched out a little bit more to get a bit more living space type of thing. Next one up, and one of the things that people sleep on a little bit is just a really nice rectangle of a condo. And I will say on initial look on this one, this looks pretty good. So you walk in here on the entryway, storage right here. This is great. So here's your walk-in closet, bathroom straight ahead, which is great. And I do like how this door opens this way. I know it's a small thing, but the door opens here. So if you wanted to get a little shoe storage or put some hooks on the wall here, perfect spot for things like jackets and your shoes, obviously. And then walking in here, now just taking a look, they have this laid out. So the TV is here, kitchen's on this back wall, and then they have this table. Now I'm not sure how big this table would be in their mock-up. Now the couch is way over here. I'd actually probably set this up a little bit differently. I'd probably put the TV on this wall here and a couch basically here. One of the things that you'll notice with builders is they don't really think about where the best place is to put a sliding door. They have it over here, and if you were to put a couch here, then obviously you need to leave some space here to walk out to the sliding door. Would love to see it maybe over here so that there's more room, but that's just me. I would probably flip this just to have that. I do find this mechanical is in a very awkward spot, and if this wasn't here, then you would have a really nice rectangle or square of a space for your couch and your TV. So I find this is a bit an awkward spot, but like we just saw, better than in the bedroom. Walking into the bedroom has a full door, nice closet space, and wow, they even drew a TV here. I'm not sure if this bed is to scale, but if it is, that would be a lot of space in and around this bed. Full windows on the bedroom as well. So this is pretty solid from a layout perspective. Balcony, this looks to be enclosed because these would be outdoor walls, but overall, again, we're not rating balconies for this video. I would say this is kind of strange just how the mock-up is, but yeah, if you're putting a TV here and a couch here, this is pretty good. I would rank this a solid B. Like, I don't quite think it's an A category, definitely not an S category, but a solid B, a very functional space. If this was an island and you figured out this couch situation with a nice TV on this wall, really good space by the looks of it. I also like that the bedroom to bathroom distance is not that big, which was one of the things that we talked about. If this door was right here to the bathroom, or if this was flipped and now you had a walk-in to the bathroom and also from the outside, this would be great. But overall, I think that there's a lot of positives on this layout, so I'd rank this, as mentioned, a solid B. All right, next one up, entryway here, and I like this nice square layout. So you walk in, washroom on the left, that's great. And then on the right, looks to be a little closet here, so pretty solid. Mechanicals here as well. I do like that setup. Now, this is a washer dryer with a space in here. And I know it sounds odd, but in these condos, I do feel that if you have some kind of space beside your washer and dryer, it is actually an amazing thing. That's where you can put your brooms, your vacuum, any of your cleaning supplies, get it out of the kitchen and put it into the washer dryer. So don't sleep on these spaces that do have a little bit of room around the washer dryer. Even if it's not that small, like a Swiffer and a Dyson type of vacuum goes a long way to get them out of the way for sure. Walking in, now this is an interesting island, and we're seeing this more and more now, is these longer islands with setups that you can put any kind of stools. I actually really like this for this kind of space, because not only do you have all your appliances here on the one side, but you have your dining and tons of counter space. So if you have people over, you can easily use this for either hosting or prep work or anything like that. Now, again, as mentioned, I love a solid wall for being able to put in TVs and couches. So where do you put the TV? Right here. It's pretty simple. It's very laid out for you, and a nice couch here. I will say one of the factors of this unit is that there's a slider door here, and the bedroom actually has no windows. And this is something we continuously see here, is that this is a frosted slided door. So there's no windows except for this one for bedroom light, I guess. Closets on either side. I'm actually okay with this, because if they were together, it'd be the same amount of storage space. Not too concerned about that. But overall, the sliding door here and not being on the outside, I would knock it a little bit. However, I do feel this space could work, because I really like how there's an island and dedicated living space. I do feel this would be a bit of a deterrent for some people, but overall, it is a pretty functional layout for the size. If they wanted to make this, in my opinion, a little bit better of a floor plan, I would put the kitchen over here and put the bedroom over here by the balcony. And that way you have windows here, you have a nice door here, and still don't lose the dedicated space for a couch and TV. And this is so huge for these condos. Overall, I would rank this a B. I actually think this is a pretty functional space. And judging by just how this is all laid out with all the furniture, I don't think this is a huge space, but I do think they've maximized the space really, really well. Number 9. Okay, this one, lots of curves. This is interesting. So we walk in, you have your foyer here. I like that there's a foyer, washer, dryer, nice closet here as well. The bathroom is over here with a full door, looks like a full bath. Then you walk in, you have your dining space, and I don't know if this is included as an island or if this is just somewhere that they're showing could be a dining space, because this looks like a banquette. And then you have all your appliances here on the outside window. One of the things that I don't love in some of these condos is when you have the kitchen going all the way to the window. I find, for whatever reason, it generally takes away from living space. Same thing we just saw in the last slides there. This is a balcony door right here. So if you were to put a TV here with the angle of this condo, it'll be very difficult to put a couch somewhere here. And this circle right here, you might not notice it, but this is actually a pillar. So if you were to put a couch here, you are working around this pillar the entire time. So this could be a very challenging space. And you can see they put a couch here. Like in the rendering, this looks fine. This looks like a nice two-seater, but in real life, this is probably more like not even a love seat. This would be like most likely a single chair, pretty much. And this is another single chair. So if you were to put one of these right here, that would be pretty much your seating area. Bedroom has sliders on each side. So you do have a slider here, slider here. One of the things on condos with an angle is you will find that it does get a bit challenging to put the bed where you want to, because you can't really move this left or right. It pretty much has to go in the space that's going to allow it to get to pretty much this window, and you won't really be able to walk around this side in general. That's my honest thoughts, is that this becomes a bit of a challenge for when it comes to how that looks in real life. The closet looks fine, got sliders there, but sliding door here, sliding door here. I would rank this as a D. I don't think this is a very great layout because of the pillar. And then you have these sliders and this angle on the the bedroom will make it very challenging. Also, I feel this is kind of not really a great use of space. I mean, yes, you could put a dining table here, but I think most people would prefer to have a better living setup. Number 10 and last one. Ooh, this looks pretty good. So you walk in here, you got a foyer here, washer dryer on the right, and closet. I mean, this is your ideal use of space, I would say, on an entryway. I also like how there's a little bit of space here and space here, so you can hang some jackets here, but you do have a closet, so at least shoes can go kind of here. Love that. Washer dryer, and this is a good spot for it at the front. I do like that this kitchen is here on the left, so you do have a full-size living room and dining room. And walking here, ooh, walk-in closet, WIC, this is great. So your bathroom is here, your bedroom's here. So again, minimizing that distance between bedroom and bathroom, always great. I also love the fact that if you have guests over, you can just close this door, and it is an actual door, and they're not really going to go into the bedroom. They're just going to have your living space right into a bathroom here. Fantastic. Walk-in closet. I mean, I think everybody wants a walk-in closet, especially in a one-bedroom condo. If you don't, drop a comment down below if you prefer the sliders, but walk-in closet, definitely a plus. And balcony here at the end. I like how the door is in the middle, so you can put a couch here or a couch here. Now, I will say the only kind of little bit of a knock here is this is the mechanical, so it won't really be possible to put a TV here. I'd probably actually put the living room here the way it's written and dining here at the end. But if you did want to put a couch here and some kind of a TV here, depending on this wall, I'd probably put the TV like right here and then something behind it, like a little bar cart or something, just to kind of fill that space to keep this pretty flush here. Otherwise, this is a near perfect layout, I would say. I would rank this a solid A+ as well. Not quite an S, only because of this. If this wasn't here and this mechanical was buried somewhere else, just not right in this space, I would definitely rank this more on the A+ side. The bedroom looks good space, and you could also put, I don't know if this is a door to go out to the balcony, but if it's just a window, you can put kind of a little storage setup there if you wanted to, or nothing, and then just have your bed here. Looks to be a pretty good size. Overall, quite a good layout. Those are my rankings on those 10 condos, and unfortunately, no S's, but a couple A+s, which if that last one would have had a flat wall, would have definitely been S tier in my opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. If you ever want to book in a call to discuss your plans for Toronto real estate, click on that first link in the description down below, scan the QR code, and book a discovery call with me, and we'll discuss your plans and strategize on how to succeed in the Toronto real estate market. I'm Michael Ouzas. Thanks for watching.